moment I try and sing, bro, I start singing from my vocal cords right here, and they be like,
so say,
and then I be like, you know what,
say,
this
hey,
shit hurt. Hey,
I say, hey,
hey.
Did you feel the difference here?
No.
It's crazy.
I heard him do it though.
Easy example.
I heard him do it.
If you yell without thinking about it, be like, "Hey!" You gonna yell from your diaphragm.
Hey, hey,
that's a good one.
Hey, oh shit, hey, hey.
He gonna do that on a car ride.
Hey, what came outside? I know y'all ain't in that toilet. That's from your diaphragm. Yeah, it's from your diaphragm.
No, y'all ain't in that toilet. Oh, y'all in trouble. Welcome to season 2 of Iman Amongst Men, the show that takes an honest look at what it is to be a man in today's world.
We don't shy away from topics most people are too afraid to talk about. We gonna take it all the way there.
It's season 2, y'all. Let's get it. Welcome to Iman Amongst Men, presented to you by Uninterrupted. I am your host, Iman Shumper, here with my big brother, Ari. Ari, gonna give what's up to the people.
What's going on, people? I'm Ari, and today we are joined by another special guest, actually a hometown kid.
You know it.
From Chicago.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, BJ just Chicago kid.
Let's get it.
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
Yes, sir.
Proud to be here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My dog. We were supposed to link up a while ago. We didn't get a chance to and shit, but it's good to see motherfuckers from Chicago doing well, dog.
Yeah. We run into each other quite a few places too sometimes too.
Yeah,
so
I'm just saying to be able to get out
the way we wanted to.
Just chill,
Real
like
talk,
really
real
build
talk.
on some shit. Like
Yeah.
I feel like even though we waited, like even to be able to sit down with you and really get on some chill shit, to be around the motherfuckers and get to know them. That's how you become a real fan of a motherfucker. So thank you for coming, taking the time and shit.
I love. Thank y'all for having me and let me do this in a place where like not just y'all can understand me, but everybody else can understand me a little
Straight
bit more
up.
too. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Because I know you're not a you're not a heavy media guy.
Not crazy heavy. I really came here to sing, man.
Word.
I'm one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? I love to talk and chill and kick my shit.
No, for sure.
So, that's why I'm here, man. I love to do it. I think you just need more of it.
Real talk.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's good. It don't seem like you bothered by it. That's why I'm like, you don't.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
chill.
usually see like a bunch of videos of you like doing hella runs of a bunch of podcasts.
What's weird is I'm not the guy that like hop into the challenges and stuff. No ego or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just not about to like join that rat race.
I feel it.
I'm a little bit older. I understand why they do it, and I respect the game of it.
Your fan base love that you do that though.
I could respect it if they do, but just some things just isn't me, and it makes me feel a little bit of more of a younger artist than a more mature artist than what I am, and who I'm becoming, who I'm embracing, who I'm learning more about myself too. Yeah. But nah, I ain't never been like the run challenge type of cat. Yeah. Or like, nah, that ain't me. Like, that's almost. I almost feel like, you know, what Hoop is like, man, I come to the game and watch, but I ain't about to get out there. I might even shoot one from the corner if I'm down there. Like, let me shoot one. But after that, like, I'm chilling. Yeah.
I'm trying to watch the game, enjoy myself.
Yeah. But when it's time for me to get out there, we gonna have some motherfucking fun.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Like when Obama got to do his.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, he like, when you need me.
Yeah.
When Obama
honestly,
did
man,
his last address, like, when you need me, I got you. I got your anthem for you.
That was a blessing, bro. I tell you, that was around the time that we saw, like, I'm sure you have a lot of people that was like, that you knew that was getting invited to those little parties on their way out of the office.
Real talk.
I was like, nigga, what my motherfucking invite, nigga?
Real talk. Let me slide.
Hold on, what?
Oh, bro.
Am I not qualified? And then, man, I was in my studio and I got a phone call and it was like, where you at? I was like, I'm at the studio. They was like, go outside. I was like, oh, shit.
Real talk.
I thought it was something just totally bad, like just the worst thing ever, right? And it's like, who gonna tell him? I'm like, one of y'all motherfuckers better tell me something.
Oh, it's an issue now, nigga. I'm outside.
Yeah, they like, who gonna tell him? I'm like, somebody better tell me. But they told me, they called us and pretty much I would be the only black singer representing him in his final speech in Chicago, in our hometown. So it wasn't about me going to the White House. To me, that was a little bit more exclusive. It meant a little bit more going home to do it. His final speech, being publicized with the man.
Real tough.
It just had its own little nuances that made it more special to me than being invited to any party ever.
I know it was special and everything, but we gonna give him a button for that because that's crazy.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Okay.
What's crazy is I don't talk about it a lot because from what I see in life and kind of just what I feel and kind of just what my vibe is in life and what we see in other people and stuff, some things people talk about like it's the highlight of their life.
Yeah.
And I want to say so many more.
Oh, that's
so many
dope.
more. So I don't bring it up. If it's talked about, yeah, I talk about it for 20 minutes.
We gonna talk about shit. It's a great experience.
Oh man, dude, one of the best experiences ever. When I got back, I still had on my suit. I did the starfish on the bed. It was like, what the hell just happened?
Real talk. Like where am I going? I know that probably did make you look at it like, nigga, where am I going?
Everything. I tell certain people in life is certain things that God would allow you to experience with only your name on it to let you know you're doing the right thing. And these are just signals. They just signals. They just small things. It ain't like, nigga, you did everything, nigga, come on up here. No, it ain't that. It's just little signals to let you know you're doing the right thing, or you're just on the right path, you're around the right people, but something is right. And that was definitely one of those moments. I always got more stuff that I want to do on my own outside of what's being seen and things I'm working on. So those things continue to encourage that as well. It motivates the people around me, of course. Some people that still just getting used to me singing, like, dang, you did, yeah. So it's a blessing, man. But I don't think about it much. But when I do, I'll tell you another small story about this.
Get it?
We love stories,
bro. Buckle it up.
It's a photographer in Chicago that pretty much followed the Obama family from when they landed in Chicago at Midway Airport or O'Hare, whichever one. And he had these photos from the plane landing to them getting off, to them going where they stayed. He was like a personal photographer for them for that day. And knowing his brother, he's incredible brother. And I did a media day in Chicago one day, and I had to do like 4 interviews like in one room. So he saw me. He was like, "Yo, B, I'm doing an interview. I'm in the third booth, but can I record you? I want to do something special. I want to show you something, but I want to record you, but I want your permission." I was like, "Yeah, you my dog. I know you ain't got to set me up." You know what I'm saying? So I finished the first 2 interviews, and I got to the third booth, and when I got to that interview, he asked his questions for the thing we was at. And he's like, "All right, now I want to give you something." He's like, "The camera's rolling." I was like, "I bet." He gave me this book. So this book he gave me, he was like, "Look through the book." I opened the book. I saw Air Force One landing in Chicago. I began to see what I was explaining to y'all, far as step by step what they were doing, what he was allowed to show and take pictures of. And when I got to like page 36, 40, I saw a picture of me with that United States crest behind me. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. You know how some niggas be like, "Ah, y'all niggas tripping," and they just say it. I was like, "That ain't me." I said, "That ain't me." He said, "Yes, it is." I was like, "That ain't me." Probably by the third, "That ain't me," I started crying.
Yeah,
because he made me look in the mirror. He made me accept the moment. Like after that day, I was like, "All right, nigga, I gotta get back to work."
Right.
It's back to. I was like, I swear to God, I didn't know I was saying "that ain't me." It just came out, and I repeated it, so it was in my spirit in a real way. I said, "That ain't me." He's like, "Yes, it is." And I kind of like, you know how you take the book, you kind of like,
nah.
He's like, "Nah, look at that, brother. Look at that." He said, "That's you, nigga." I started crying, bro.
That's crazy.
So it was a moment where I had to digest it in a magnificent way, where I had to really accept something good about myself in the mirror versus always trying to fix things
and critiquing yourself.
Yes. And I've never had a moment like that ever in my life where somebody actually made me look at something good and say, "Nah, look at it. That is you. Look at it. That's you." And like almost like Gus D'Amato, you know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Talking to Mike, and it's like that. That's you.
Real talk.
He made me look in the mirror, and that's a moment I will never, ever forget.
Man, that shit making the hair on my back. Oh, that's crazy.
I don't even know how I put those words together to say "that ain't me." That's how I know it was earnest. Not just honest, it was earnest. Like, "That ain't me." He was like, but when I saw that crest behind me, dude, with that little ugly ass eagle.
Why you have to do the eagle?
Because I'm from the crib, G.
He had us flying through the air through this beautiful shit. He's talking about, "That's the eagle."
The ugly ass eagle with the things in his hand. Yeah, but nah, bro.
Crazy.
That's something I never thought, or I never pictured.
So you don't even remember him even snapping the picture?
I don't even know where he was, but he had the pictures like he was the only photographer there.
Real talk.
I blessed my mom with a couple of those books,
Real talk.
That's what make it art.
Straight up.
Admire what you bought.
That's crazy. The theme of today's episode is going to be bearing your soul. When you hear those words, what comes to mind?
Man, burying your soul, it could mean a few things. Burying your soul could be the last of a dying breed and you holding on that to you. Burying your soul could also be the painful side of burying it, like literally holding it in your personal backpack. You know what I'm saying? Burying your soul could mean a few things, but I love the words though. It makes you think. I love things that make you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bury your soul. Like when I hear it, what's crazy is I still don't know if I interpret it correct, if I hear it correct. But when I hear burying your soul, it's more like becoming the bare minimum. Like I could really see you. You know what I'm saying? Like really taking
your bare soul.
Yeah, I take it like that. I never really knew how it was supposed to be interpreted, just what it meant to me when I heard it. But when I hear it, I hear bearing your soul. I hear like can you be in your best skin around me, like, and really put your guard down to where I know you, and if you crying, like you want me to make sure you cool, like you know what I'm saying? If you hurt, you trust me to make sure that you straight. Like you ain't gonna have your guard up. Like ain't nothing worse than a hurt motherfucker with they guard up. Like that's a different type of response you finna get. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like so it's like bearing your soul, just like letting the motherfucker know who you are and letting you know like, damn, like I'm putting my guard down and I don't do that much. Like once you know that, like once I know that, I feel like I kind of know a motherfucker a little bit more.
That's kind of me anytime I sit down at a table like this, or I'm just chopping it up away from lights and microphones. Where I'm from, the life I live, the lessons I learned, bro, I don't got time to really lie to no niggas.
Right. Like what
I'd rather shut up. I'd rather be quiet than lie.
It's like what I'm lying for.
Yeah, it's just certain things that, you know, just can't like be from me.
Right.
And understanding that the world is a lot different than how we grew up. We still be adjusting to how this shit is because we come from a different class. We admire a certain kind of cloth that we actually come from and we are fabric of. So to feel kind of weird sometimes, you probably doing something right.
Straight up.
Yeah, to be the alien. To be the alien. Yeah. Nigga, my show I be saying it's a song called Reach. At the end of the song, I'll be telling them, I said, this song is dedicated to anybody and everybody who's never been afraid to be alone for 5 minutes to be understood forever. Like, think about that, bro.
To be alone for 5 minutes.
To be understood forever. Can you wait 5 minutes to be alone to be understood forever? Can you wait in this long-ass 5-minute line? That line ain't really 5 minutes, just say 5 minutes. 5 years, 5 decades, 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Music, basketball, life, whatever. Pick your way. But are you willing to be alone for 5 minutes to be understood forever? So can you take it?
That's crazy.
Right, basically, I was just
going to say, can you take it? Can you take it? And that 5 minutes is never like, hey, I'll be over there in 5 minutes, 2 minutes. It's that.
Yeah.
I tell you 2 minutes, your ear hear 2 minutes, but you know in your soul when a nigga tell you that's like 15, 20. That's life. That's the rule to this.
Real talk.
That's the rule applied.
It's black people.
So can you really like be alone for 5 minutes to be understood forever? So like me personally, yes, I can. And
real talk.
I believe that's a part of my learning experience, my artistry, me as a man, all of that. And I'd be incredibly happy dying knowing I'm trying versus not giving a fuck.
I can second that.
I really like in my heart. So like
yeah, not giving a fuck is just some bitch ass shit sometimes.
Yeah, bro. It's the easiest cop out you can ever have.
Yeah.
and you don't gotta deal with it. I always say like fake niggas don't never feel nothing because they always disappear. Like if your wallet disappear, and I be like, all right, man, I'm about to jet. Yeah, that nigga probably got it. Or his heart ain't right. He ain't gonna help me look for it. Damn. But both is negative as fuck.
What if he do help you look for it?
But if he help you look for it, he could still have it too. But those are the first things that you could kind of feel just off the spirit of a person. As an example, I think certain things we do can just like show people certain things that you probably didn't know you're showing them through action. In a small way. They only come in maturity, man, understanding yourself, looking in the mirror and shit like that. But yeah, people sometimes they don't know how things are interpreted.
Straight up.
From the other side.
You think greats are born or made?
Greats are made, legends are born.
Explain that.
A kid could see his dad boxing since he in a car seat, and they don't even take him out the car seat while he there. He wake up doing this. That don't necessarily mean he gonna be his dad. Michael Jordan and his kids, for example. Basketball ain't for everybody, right? But there are nigga. If the basketball player get hurt, we still need a doctor, nigga. We still need somebody got to fix his teeth, nigga. Right. We need other things in the world. Other positions exist that are very important for you to love this basketball player. Yeah. So I think if the world looked at it like that, it'll balance itself out as it always do. Right. But I think, like legends are born.
Straight up.
Like to do what they do.
But that's crazy how you said that.
That's the best way I can say it.
Real talk. It's a good way to say it, boy. You stumped the eye. How much artistry is about honesty? Because we have this day and age now where you can be a rapper and not necessarily mean shit.
Right.
You could sing a song that you wrote. I could sing some shit you wrote. It's a hit. Now everybody love me as an artist, but it's really BJ.
But that don't mean you didn't feel those lyrics like you really went through that.
I'm not saying that though. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I think
how much of it is that person wrote it, and how much of it is just
in that form of honesty.
Yeah.
In my career, my brothers helped me write songs, and songs I've written 100% by myself. It depends on my mood. It depends on my vibe. It depends on the record. If I sit on a record too long, I done heard this thing so long, and that same little thing that I hate, I keep hearing in my head. So let me dish this off and see what he send me back.
Right.
Or explain to him my vibe, and maybe he can help me out the kink. I'm not always by myself, but I do try to figure it out. Yeah. I've been in a room with a lot of our favorite rappers and producers, and there's people that assist that you can bounce ideas off of. Even those that write in a freestyle way. You might have meant to say this, but you said it slightly off like this, so you still got to go back and fix that one little piece because that's a freestyle. It's actually natural, so you're gonna fuck up a little bit because you're human. But we know what you meant to say too, but you still want to say it the right way, so you fix that little bar right on. Yeah, so it's all. I think it's still truth, even if I'm singing somebody else's lyric. They felt that, or we feel like the world feels this subject matter.
Copy.
So if there's not truth from the singer, there's truth from the writer to the listener. There's still some type of truth going on.
I love that actually. Yeah. That actually make me feel a lot better for niggas that got ghostwriters. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, sometimes.
Right, and explain it away. If you got somebody writing your shit,
you gotta pull it off too.
Preach on the low.
Look, you gotta pull it off too, though. That's the thing. Like,
it's
that's
like you said, if they sing it if they felt it, like that.
You gotta. I think a lot of songs that we know from like people, Aretha Franklin and certain people like that, those songs weren't there. Some of those songs were covers. They just owned it, bro. And now they got their own version, and that version bigger than you got to go back to find where they got it from. Like, you could own it so cold, bro, where they think it is your fingerprint. That's a talent.
It's a few Al
You can
Green
act so good.
like
I
that.
think you made up all your lines. They didn't tell you nothing. Say none of that shit, nigga. That was you, right? No, nigga, I did. That was the lines. Yeah, you can own it so cold. That's an art in itself. It's acting too. Yeah, acting is a part of the game, but you have to like have that conviction every time for that song every time, and
you gotta feel it.
Yeah, so imagine having a hit. You gotta have that conviction every night, and then at the after party when you sing it there, and on tour every night. The conviction has to take place per song each time for you to really be believed and taken seriously as an artist. Yeah, you gotta sound like it too.
Talk about you getting taken serious as an artist and how does Chicago come into play in not only shaping you as a man, but as an artist?
A lot. All of our stories is real to some degree. From Chief Keef to goddamn David Hollister, G. All of them was telling the truth from their perspective. That's what they saw. I feel like Chicago will forever be. When I write songs, I still see certain gas stations in my head as if they were pictures, like black and white in my head, as if it was like the best photographer in the world took it. David Mannion took the picture at my hood gas station on Racine, you know what I'm saying? So like life is, and my brain kind of goes a certain way, just creatively exercising that creative over the years. It's a certain feeling I get. Like even if I sing flat or if I sing sharp, I literally feel something under my skin. I physically feel like, oh nigga, that was off. If the speakers is kind of busted or the sound kind of sucks and I can't really find my tone, it's a way for me to remember how to trust what I know and just sing that and let them fix that. You can't panic on top of a panic. It's just gonna be 9/11. You know what I'm saying?
That's me. You don't panic on top of panic.
You can't
that ain't gonna help nobody.
Yes, you can't. You ain't even yourself when you panic. You such a different percentage of yourself when you panicking, G. Imagine all our heroes having that 2 seconds left, or nigga, the last few seconds of this round, nigga, it's a fight, and it's like, yo, you gotta, you cannot be yourself tripping.
Right.
You are not yourself tripping ever. Your best thing is to do is stay relaxed. I think that's how we know those names that we know, and those idols we have, those people that had those moments we never forget, because they have mastered that to some degree. Just to me, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because like when I think of being an athlete, it's a line.
Talk to me.
Like that gamble or that like coming out of your character shit is like you wait on moment, like you can feel it when it's like, it's not a panic, but I feel like, you know how people be like, I'm scared and nervous.
It's a level of excitement that's so
it's the
intense.
Same thing.
You don't know how to say the different word that it is, so you call it that.
It's like, it's like, I think it low key might seem like panic to people, but I'm like, dog, there's a moment that happens in the fight or flight feeling that panic is the right choice low key, because the panic make you do some shit you don't do. Like you literally might ascend to some shit that like, damn, I'm able to do that. Like, yeah, nigga, you able to do that.
I think that's like that's that thing on stage when you singing it that way you never sang it.
Real talk.
Or
real talk.
You know, I think that also comes from like me walking to the stage. I feel like it's just as equivalent as coming out that tunnel, bro.
Real talk.
Like when
we
I
don't
come
know
out,
how to describe
when I come out my room, I don't even want no room around. Like just give me my space. I feel like I could look at it.
It's not even an
I feel
ego
like
thing.
No,
though.
it's not, bro. But I'm
no. I mean, but it's kind of like you up against your ego and being like, yo, kind of take over. That's how I feel.
No,
like
it's,
telling.
You know what it is, bro? It's a big cup of I don't give a fuck.
right. But that's what I mean, though. It's kind of like you as a person, you know, all your morals and all that. It's like you giving up on that.
Bro, I feel like I could look at an elephant. I feel like I could look at an elephant and kill it.
Yeah.
On my way to the stage.
Real talk.
I feel like I can look at it in a big ass elephant.
I ain't gonna lie, that's some confidence, boy.
Right, I was like, what you gonna run up his back? Like, what you gotta wear out the trunk? What is a baby elephant?
Like, I'm not like
a baby.
I've never been the kind of singer that be smiling on all my pictures. I'm not the guy that be standing in the doorway with my foot up and my head back and the little fedora over my head. Just my persona where I'm from.
He like, I'm not light skinned. That nigga just got that.
Not even that.
Not even on his album.
Got it on.
Not even that. But it's. I think it's just the evolution of where I'm from, what I love, how I've been exposed to the music that comes out of me, how I find out how to put it together in my head, inspiration from fashion, whatever, all that comes to that same bubble and ball, and it kind of, I have to figure out those different strands of strings to kind of get to that detail. So like being so used to that, it doesn't make me really fearful of anything surviving the jungle from the crib, G.
Oh, bro.
Like those same survival tactics have been the things to keep me alive. I lived in South Central before. I done lived in LA. I done lived like in the hoods before.
Right.
Like, and you like it don't
even bother you like that.
Put like this for anybody that know LA. I've lived on 64th and Budlong for about 7-8 years.
I don't think anybody knows what.
Hey, look at him.
Ooh.
He's upset about it. He's not even making eye contact.
So let me tell you. So where I was standing, I was like the last block of the Crips, and if you go to my corner and you look over there, you see the big red shirts from the corner.
Crazy.
You see the shirts from here. So if they want to bust at each other, they can bust at each other right across here. The street. I see you, you see me. I probably can't tell who it is, but it's one of y'all niggas.
I could let it slide.
Yeah. And I lived over there for about 8 years, and I think it's not a boast of brag.
So you like really on like a border.
That's where I lived at the time. Yeah, I was literally on the line, bro. And
did you know that? Or did you just like peep that?
So I knew that. I knew that. I was right down the street from where the whole Reginald Denny snatched out the truck thing. All that was right down the street.
And you just like I'm chilling. Like they ain't bothering me. I'm just BJ Scott.
Nah, it wasn't even that. I had nothing to hide. I think looking at me, you know, I'm not your enemy. I'm not your op. Every hood got a nigga that just gangbang and don't care. That's the only nigga you should watch out for.
Is this before you was the artist?
Yeah, this is probably.
So you moved because you became.
Yeah, I moved here. I had a background singing gig with Mary.
Copy.
Yeah, that's where I started. I was singing background Mary to Usher during Confessions, then Jamie Foxx, then Anthony Hamilton, Jill Scott.
What was that like?
That's
by
a
the
hell
way?
of a resume.
Hey, time out. What was Anthony Hamilton singing background for him like?
Fun as fuck.
Bro, I can imagine so fun, like y'all sounds together.
Anybody
like,
can't just do an Anthony gig.
Real talk.
Yeah, anybody can't just do an Anthony gig. Like you have to be able to know what you know, but also know how to forget what you know to be able to go into that place of
where he go.
Yeah, or just where it's taking us and we all not scared to go even though we don't know where the fuck we going. Straight like sometimes it was a vibe and we ain't never rehearsed this. But you got 3 dogs with you, so who gonna feel right? Like if you like, nigga, I got my dogs with me. Nigga, we going in here. We going to the party. Nigga, we ain't coming to start nothing, but we'll finish if we got to. You know, but that's and I think the skill set that it takes to do an Anthony Hamilton gig, some of those parts got runs in the backgrounds and you gotta run in harmony and not crash into each other, or your tone is very important in this because Anthony has a certain kind of tone. So if you sing in Charlene, you probably gotta, if you're doing that middle, you probably gotta get a little bit of that R in there like Anthony. Baby, I'll be sitting here waiting on you to come home again. You probably gotta finesse it. So it's just small little things that it teach you. Yeah.
That's where you gotta whisper the motherfuckers before they go on like, this what he gonna do. This way in the middle of the song. This is where you pick it up.
Crazy how easy they could do that though, dog. So it's a thing for me. I always be asking singers like, how do y'all learn how to sing from you? If I could sing from my stomach,
they all tell him that, but he think it's gonna be
no. I hear them saying the diaphragm. I'm just saying they ain't giving me no exercises or nothing to do. Like, I got a 6-pack.
Some of us mess up in doing it. Let the sound be kind of not what it should be on stage. People in the house could probably hear it perfectly fine, but if the artist can't really hear themselves properly, they'll end up projecting too hard and pushing too hard from the throat, and then they'd be a little hoarse, or they'd be a little, 75% instead of 100. You know,
the moment I try and sing, bro, I start singing from my vocal cords right here, and they be like,
so say,
and then I be like, you know what,
say,
this shit hurt.
Hey. Now say, hey. Did you feel the difference here?
No.
It's crazy.
I heard him do it though.
Easy example.
I heard him do it.
If you yell without thinking about it, be like, "Hey!" You gonna yell from your diaphragm.
Hey. Hey.
That's a good one.
Hey. Oh shit. Hey.
He gonna do that on the car ride.
What came outside? I know y'all ain't in that toilet. That's from your diaphragm. Bro. Yeah, it's from your diaphragm.
No, y'all ain't in that toilet. Oh, y'all in trouble. I know y'all ain't playing with that water. Nigga.
Yeah, but that's a small example for you to at least feel the difference.
I mean,
from your diaphragm.
That's what I'm saying. I've never felt like that. Like you ever said something from your stomach?
No, he finally got.
I mean, your diaphragm. That shit, boy. I know I probably look overly excited and shit.
Season 3, he coming back singing.
Man, y'all finna be salty. he playing. I'm dead for real. If I learn how to do that really might help me to see it if I can sing. Now I can learn if I can sing, because then you gonna know after that.
If not, you gonna be seeing Dr. Sugar.
Oh, bro.
Hey, that's how I knew I knew my vocal doctor. I knew he was a beast when I first went to his office, because he came out with some brand New Balance with the Velcro on them. I was like, I'm staying right here.
What?
Yeah, he came out with the New Balance.
The old ones though, the Velcro.
But they were brand new. The New Balance with the Velcro.
No,
bro, that's the doctor you want, bro. Trust me, he know he stick with what works. He ain't confining with the times. He a G at what he know, and so something fucked that up.
He
that's
probably
the doctor
got 7
you want.
pair of them and don't never let
it. And he got Bruce Springsteen plaques all over the wall. You like, nigga, I ain't going nowhere. I know that nigga smoke cigarettes. I ain't going nowhere.
He like, I'm in good hands.
Got a jacket that stick up the room.
Yeah. Dr. Sugar, he cold, man. Old school cat. Super older cat. But when I saw the New Balance, I was like, I'm in the right place, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, you don't want no doctor wearing no Jordans, bro.
What's the biggest thing you take? I was gonna say steal, because in basketball we steal shit from you. Like, no, I stole that from him. Like, it's cool. It's like cool, but I don't want to sound like that if singers don't do that. What did you take from being on those tours and acting as a backup singer? What do you take from, one, being a backup singer, and then 2, from whatever that main artist is that you was singing support for? What do you take? What do you take into being an artist?
I could tell you the things I remember to this day, the details that I took from certain teachings of certain artists. Even like when you mute the music and you got on those background parts, what you were singing really ain't. It's colder than that. Right. It plays a different part. It moves different. It's almost like if somebody break down, you watch it play, but when now that it's time for you to play a part in that play, it's like now it's like,
right. Focus.
This nigga was moving. Oh, he did. Yeah, you begin to see those small nuances, those details that kind of enlighten the whole process of the operation. That's kind of what it was for me singing background. So from Mary, my first background gig ever, detail. They taught me about detail. Yeah. They wanted their stuff. How they sang it with your voice, but do it how we did it. So if it was a small detail that I need you to do it like this because she gonna hit that note like this, and you got to meet her, and she gonna be on. So it was, and to see how they did it and why it helps you do it better and execute it better or want to work on it.
Because you're no longer like just trying to give a good show. It's like it has to be precise.
Yeah, you have notes in your head that you want to like make sure you murder tonight.
Yeah. Because you can't break the chain.
Because you had this problem in rehearsal and you're like, I've been trying to figure this thing out, how to smooth this thing out, or how to, and you have your notes of, and I think doing that every night, even as a show, man, it's got to get better if you're honest with yourself. But Mary was that, go ahead.
What happens if you, like, say I fuck up on a note, is it like gonna stick out? Or like the average listener ain't gonna know.
It happens. I don't think nobody sing a show in complete perfection. Even if Beyonce hit the note she wanted to hit, she probably wanted to hit a little softer or.
Oh no, I meant like that. I mean, so like if you background.
Yeah, but that too. I'm just saying, just as a singer, period. Somebody asked like Herbie Hancock, do you hit bad notes? He's like, yeah, you hit bad notes all the time. You're just so finesseful with it. Who pays attention to that part?
What's that like in the background though? Do y'all be like, hey nigga, what you doing?
I think it's a thing of
I would look at my brother like, nigga.
Now it's a saying that that used to be said a lot, but it's more understood. Even in the studio, I take a better take of conviction or of you really trying to hit that note and it sound good, and I believe the performance versus you trying to like be perfect and it feels corny and cheesy.
Copy.
So I would take something more passionate than cookie cutter.
That's how you are. That's how you are. Like if somebody want to be real prepared and real like in order and have shit.
That's Mary J. To me, that's like a Mary J. versus a Jennifer Hudson or something like that. That'll make me panic. Mary J. is more passionate and just feeling vibe. It's just like raw. It's like just raw. Yeah. Like, you know that note I was trying to hit, nigga, and you gonna hit it at the show, and I'm gonna hit it at the show. But right now, my pain and that conviction, everything, it drew me to hit it this way. And I think hearing that pain and that try in such an earnest way, it beats any perfective like thing that feels like it's not real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You never want to feel like that.
Acoustic guitar, I'd rather hear that string slide than just hear a keyboard sounding like it's playing the acoustic guitar on keyboard. Because you don't, certain things make it real. If you hear that string slide that as you play, it's not going to feel real. Otherwise, it feels like it's fake.
Right.
So it's certain things that have that real feeling, like Yeah, nah,
but you want to keep that
real thing. Strings have a certain things that they do that way, you know, they're real strings and not keyboard strings. I think vocals have that thing where, you know, like they really just felt that shit and it feels raw. Some Jodeci shit might be a little flat. We ain't really know it's a little flat, but it's on, and that feeling is like, yeah, we'll take that rawness over anything, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Yeah.
That's funny he said that. That's how I used to always feel about them and Keith Sweat. It's like, is it supposed to sound just like that?
Yeah,
it's just okay because it's him.
It's not about the perfection. The feeling and the vibe is the perfection.
My shit, I used to do that all the time, and people would tell me, yeah, we love Alicia, but she can't sing. They say that about Alicia Keys, and I used to be like, huh? And they be like, yeah, she did this. I be like, that sound right though. I'm like, now she did it and she stamped it. You make it feel that good. Everybody feel like it's wrong, but technically by terminology, they say she literally sang that incorrectly on purpose.
Yeah,
like she wanted that sound. So it's like, but if you take that, like to me, I'm taking the songs that she did that on, and I'm like, nigga, who can sing up better than this? And they looking like, man, that ain't
nobody wants to.
Yeah, they like, nobody did that. They showing me other shit. I'm like, yeah, but I ain't feeling that. So that's the vibe you talking about, where it's like that raw feeling, and that pain, that passion could come out, and you don't even matter if you on note. That's what I'm gonna give y'all now that I know how to do it for my guy friend.
I meant to finish off the background things. No, I got you. So Mary taught me the details. Usher was like, the conviction of the songs per song, because everybody already know these songs.
Straight up.
So you can't make up a new way of this song.
Oh, bro.
You can't build a new Cadillac, my nigga. I need you to.
Oh, he don't never go off vibe?
No, I'm talking about background wise, what we did. He had fun, but as far as what we did, we singing the parts that people sing outside of singing his lead. So they going back and forth. So we can't be back there trying to make a new way of that.
Oh, bro.
Like they want to hear it and sing it with us the way they sang it in the car on the way here.
Yeah. And they can't wait for it.
Anthony Hamilton was the fun gig where I can kind of still be a lead soloist in my background vibe. I mean, as far as with the runs and like the background, like was a big part of his show. So it allowed me to sing with some country boys that sang their ass off.
Right.
I felt like I was part of Jodeci. Like when I was singing background when I was singing background with Anthony Hamilton, I would have put our background. We'd have took any squad.
Let's do it.
Pick them. Run it. And y'all sing our songs and we'll sing y'all songs just to tell you how cold we was. I stood on that crew.
That'd be a fire fucking versus.
Well, don't say anything.
Switch up.
Nah, I ain't with that.
Since you were singing, did you switch up?
Yeah, that'd be fire though.
But that's how we felt. We felt that way.
Can you learn they songs? They sing them. You know what I'm saying?
Can you bust their ass with their shit?
Yeah, now you go sing they shit and we'll see who sing it better. But we already know both sides got hits. That's the beautiful thing about verses. That's crazy though. I didn't think about that for singers. That's actually fire. Yeah, that's a mean challenge. Y'all go do that and then get a nigga a percentage.
That was a fun crew.
And us one for doing it on our show. You the youngest of three boys.
Yeah.
Talk about the family dynamic growing up. Where are you in place? And
I'm the youngest of three boys. Both of my brothers definitely was still in my fry with all the mouth sauce, and I want to fight them. Wrestling commercials come on, they ready to practice the move they just saw. Bro. Yeah, so I had to fight
all day.
Two niggas all day, not just one, two. Yeah, so sometimes I had to just bust on them. I'd be like, you just take off first. That's how you get off. I sleep better.
And then they start respecting it. So y'all all crazy.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. Man, I love my brothers to death, man. I'm a combination of both of them, along with who I am and who I'm becoming the more of. Both parents in the home. Man, I grew up with cousins like brothers and sisters. We ain't really cousins. We really like brothers and sisters. We just say cuz just because it sound cool. It's for them. Yeah. But we know we brothers and sisters. Man, very tight-knit family. My mother's side of the family and my dad's side of the family kicks it together. I didn't realize how unique that was till I got older. You know what I'm saying? My mama's side called my daddy's side uncle and auntie, and the same thing vice versa, and really mean it.
I don't gotta like each other.
Yeah, we don't gotta be there for them to do it. Like I mess around and be on Instagram and see my two different last name cousins together.
That's the
with
best.
The cousins.
Yeah, that's the best.
So it really be gang. We used to hoop against other families all the time and all type of shit. At Brandon Park, that's what we used to do. Yeah, my family used to hoop against the neighborhood. Like, bring y'all five. We walking up there together. This is our five.
Damn, boy, y'all lucky y'all ain't see up. Boy, I came through. I was all about some shit like that. I
in the field house outside. It didn't matter. We was gonna get it dirty. Yeah,
that's raw as hell.
But man, we grew up. We all went to church as kids. It wasn't no way around it.
It's showing your music.
I'm honored to have that type of upbringing too. Nigga, if God never existed, it's still something powerful to be exposed and fearful of. It's a healthy fear. Mm-hmm. It's a healthy admiring. So yeah, as a child, I feel like my parents did an awesome job with showing us through their glasses and their eyes of life. And when you get older, you take this and do what you do with it. I respect them for letting us be who we are. Both of my brothers do what we love as our profession. So none of my brothers clock in. We all G's at it, and I think that's another blessing too. Certain things I kind of see in my family, and I see it so much, but when I get to see other families, I realize how blessed we are. Mm-hmm.
When you said that just fucked me up. Like, growing up, our sides didn't not like each other.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but
they weren't close.
Like that. They wasn't close knit like that. Where they just over there without us and
yeah, bro. My family kicks it hard. So like, if it's a cookout at the crib, it's lit, bro. It's over lit. Mm-hmm. You gonna hear, and you having a good time when you hear the kids having a good time.
And they actually know each other too.
Yeah, you hear the kids running through the house. When you see them doing what we used to do, you like, yeah, I bet. This our start. It's gonna hold up more, and that's kind of what my family does. That's what we enjoy to do. My family probably doing it right now. You feel me? Like from fish fries on Christmas Eve and everybody coming.
Take a nigga home.
Name something. We did it. If you ain't got a name for it, we got a name for it,
bro.
And that's just my family. So like, even when I moved here, bro, it was pretty tough because I came from such a loving family to like being out here dolo, like quick, like crickets, like damn.
What's the long distance support like?
Incredible. My mom is in California now. My two brothers are here with their families now. We got California generation babies.
Real talk.
Then they definitely know about Chicago, understand the seriousness of it, but definitely grateful. I'm happy that my niece have a proper accent. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool to me
you got
because
the Midwest accent.
Yeah, and my nieces are like incredible actresses, bro. Like one of my nieces in Star Wars, the other one's in the movie with Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg, the movie on Netflix. My niece is Kevin Hart's daughter.
Hey, go ahead. We gonna hit the stop button on that.
Yeah. Shout out. 2 roles.
Roll.
And what was the latest Star Wars that came out on Disney? It was like not the Mandalorian or something like that.
Shit, she was Mandalorian.
But what's the one after that? What's the last one that came out? My niece, she get killed by Darth Vader and shit.
It's what? Crazy. She get killed?
Yeah, she got lines and like to have lines in Star Wars. I say,
and
go
do a
ahead,
death.
Baby.
She did a death.
Yeah, my niece.
Boba Fett. Was it on Boba Fett?
I can't remember call the name and don't want to fuck it up either. But
right, you supposed to know this. All the content.
But my nieces,
you absorb,
they make me a proud uncle, bro. They make me such a proud uncle, man. Like, dude, like I
real
incredible,
talk.
bro. What can I say?
Star Wars.
Obi-Wan.
Grades proper. All
bro,
that.
Jesus Christ.
Grades proper.
I even know that. I even know Star Wars is a big deal though.
Yeah.
I know I'll be out the loop sometime. I'll be out the loop sometime with like shows.
But they got a
and
lot
shit.
out.
But I know what Star Wars is.
But
like.
man. So family, everything is it's inspiring to. I actually get to say that now. Yes, it's far more inspiring than I ever really looked at it as. For real, when you add it all up, I think I need to do that more because I don't really sit back and like look back and add because I be looking forward so much. But adding it up does kind of remind you of the journey and what the focus of it is. But yeah, man, like God, you amazing with man. I appreciate you, man.
Real talk. Yeah. That's dope.
My boy.
It's like that. It's like the what you call. It's like you said. It's like going back to that picture, like getting that family picture and seeing it from your lens, so to speak. Just be like, damn, yeah.
You know and attaching it to a feeling.
Yeah.
Like that's what I try to do with pictures now. Like that's why I don't like taking a lot of pictures, but it's just like, yo, if I can get back to this feeling through that.
Real talk. Like, you just think of that moment.
Yep.
That moment. That's why I said, like, when him saying like the kids outside having a good time, like those moments and being able to look back and then seeing all the life in between and be like, you know what, I'm heading in the right direction. Like I'm doing fucking good.
Yeah.
Like I love what's coming at me and how I'm having to deal with it, how I'm having to navigate it. Like it's a cool journey. What inspired your first song?
Go. Want to be dope. Want to be dope.
Just want to be dope.
I don't even remember my first song, but I wanted to be dope at what it was. I started writing poems first.
Me too.
And then I combined that with singing from the homie Kevin. He was like, you need to try to put some melody to this, and I ain't wrote a poem since, dog. I ain't wrote a poem since. I've been drunk off the songs ever since.
Real tough.
Yeah. I ain't went back.
Is it ever difficult writing on a beat, knowing that you came from poet? Like, do you freestyle songs, as so to speak, and
some
then have
songs start as raps, and I gotta put melody to them, cause like I might not like how I'm coming off singing whatever idea I might was trying to just test. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the way these lyrics is coming out, which sometimes is that important thing, I want to say something a certain kind of way on this, so say it first, and then so it's many ways to build a building musically. And it's a song I got called K.R.I.T that's on Pineapple Now Laters. And I started that song with the backgrounds. And the background saying there was no words.
Word.
It was just ahs. And then once I harmonized with myself, I was like, all right, I could sing my verse this way, and then it becomes so so
it was almost like using your voice as some strings or something that you just added on.
I did that on Close I did like a version of Close by LMA. And I didn't have a keyboard player or piano player. I was like, fuck it, I'm about to sing it. And when we sing it and we put the effects on it, I was like, I ain't taking it out. We keep it and tell the keyboard player to still come.
Oh, you put that in there for a placeholder. Like, that's what I want.
But I sang the shit out of it, though. Like, taking it serious is very important. Even through drafts, take them serious. If you just sketching, take it serious. If you just practicing, take it serious. Because those things will help you be more common with the feeling of doing it right. In certain instances, that demo is the real version, bro. You can't sing it, so we don't give you 10 sessions and you ain't sang it better than that demo yet. That's the one we putting out. It's certain times it's just you can't beat that OG. The feeling, it could be the mic, it could be 100 of things that you can't even explain. Most of the times you can't explain it. That's why it can't be duplicated or replicated. You just gotta take that OG.
Yeah, my wife called it demoitis, and she says she gets.
Sometimes that could be. Oh the
shit,
case
it's
too.
a thing.
She basically like say she do something. Sometimes I'll be like, man, tell them to email me that, and she be like reluctant to take it and start getting used to the demo, because you hear it and then your ear says that's how it sounds when I sang it.
I never questioned demoitis or the person that came up with that term. But demoitis could be a fucked up way to say sometimes it was right the first time too.
Straight up. And that was her argument.
Sometimes it's right the first time. Sometimes it's right the first time.
She like, I'm not gonna do it again like that.
Because listen, sometimes too much time with sometimes anything, that overthinking is the death. It's the death. And if you really know how you feel about this and you felt like you was in that mode of doing what was right that first time,
right.
What if we didn't have that? That's what it's made for. What if that nigga overthought it? It wouldn't feel the same. It's like certain things are meant to be the way they are, and it ain't broke. You can't fix what ain't broke.
Wait, that was a mistake?
Nah, but I'm saying is, what if the person overthinks it? Too much time or something musically can make you overthink it, and then you change it, and now you have 9 different versions, and now you asking other people to come in and judge it. No, so now you have these other brains that's about to fuck up when you knew what was right the first time. Now you're even more confused. You've invited other brains in to give you opinions that's confusing you more. Like that. Sometimes the demo is right. Sometimes the first time is right. Sometimes you might just need to add some ad libs. But sometimes you got to do it over. Sometimes it ain't right. But demoitis is what I found out. Sometimes you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Are there times you felt like that? Like, man, like I
sometimes,
can't.
yep. Sometimes, yeah. But I trust people around me that, you know, and I give it a shot too. Like if somebody be like, this part could be better, I'll cut that part and give the engineer time to make it feel like it ain't new, like it was cut the original day. Yeah. And yeah, I would give it a real chance. If it don't fit, then I'll be swapping back out.
Real tough.
Yeah. But you got to give it a chance.
That's how you feel too?
What, swapping shit up?
Yeah, like when you record.
Well, I rap, so I don't really.
But is it the same thing to where it's like,
I'm only
like,
if my delivery. It's
good.
only if my delivery is bad. Like me personally, when I do something that's like, I call it bleeding. Like if I bleed on the track, I never take it off. Like I'll be like, that's it. That's all you getting. You go turn it up, turn it down, do whatever the fuck y'all want to do.
Yeah.
But if I give you another version, I'm nervous y'all gonna take that and replace it because sonically it sounds correct to you. Like I know what it does in the car speaker. I don't care. Like that sound is gonna work for me.
Bro,
like
Warren Campbell, he produced a lot of records for hits for everybody and their mama. He said it was a record that he did with Drew Hill back in the day that was like a single where Cisco refused to take his bracelets off. So you hear the bracelets as he's singing, killing. So we heard bracelets chinging, like diamond bracelets clapping on his wrists in the takes, but that vocal was kicking ass so much you probably never paid attention to it.
what song?
I can't recall what song, but I'm sure I can find out. It's been times where I wasn't taking my chain off.
We got homework to do. Internet.
Yeah.
Come on, internet. We got homework to do.
It's so
What's
many
the
cool
song?
things. I'm sure y'all, if y'all
How
look
many
at
chains? How many bracelets was he wearing?
This what breaks it down. My internet music detectives look at the songs Warren Campbell produced for Drew Hill, and that's your start. That's your.
There you go.
Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Turning point for your solo career as an artist.
Saying yes. Saying I'm gonna do it.
Somebody had to come in and convince you?
Nah. I just could have said no. Singing background, I could have got comfortable doing that. It was a tough time transitioning from background to being an artist. I was always singing and writing songs and be on the summer jam with Mario and get a nigga a CD like, yo man, listen to these joints, you might want one of these for your record, take my number 2. I was always double hustling. I'm out here singing background, but I'm pushing songs. I wanted to be an incredible songwriter as well. A lot of songs that I felt were dope for artists that I looked up to, they didn't take, and those were my first songs as an artist. So I asked those producers, like, give me 6 months with these records and let's put these out and let's see what happens. And at that time, went to Kanye blog when he had that little blog. But I was on tour with Anthony and my brother called me like, hey nigga, where you at? I said, I'm on the bus. He said, nigga, you saw Kanye blog today? And I told him about the blog. So I'm like, no, I ain't seen it today. He said, nigga, you on there. I ain't called Don C. I ain't called Kanye. I ain't called nobody. He said, nigga, you on there. I grabbed somebody's phone and I went to the blog. And I'm still on the phone with him, nigga. I'm jumping on the back of the bus because I ain't playing this. I know these guys, but I don't know who to call to do this.
Like, nigga, I'm lit.
It was genuine. I feel like it was like a salute from my peers that I respect a lot that don't even do singing. They do rap, but they appreciated what I did and saw what I did.
They hear what you do.
Yeah. Saying yes to being an artist because I feel like that unlocked everything.
Wow. Saying
yes to be an artist. I don't think it's not too many background artists that be on podcasts or that will have interviews or just some type of way to brighten the spotlight without it being a documentary solely about background singing. You know what I'm saying? So hearing my voice more, hearing my stories, man, imagining what that gas station looked like in my head when I be writing them songs. Whatever that detail that stick out to the listener is, this gives me that opportunity to just give them a further understanding of who I am, my creative songs that I ain't went through, but I imagined all of this. You know, they get to just hold my hand and walk with me through my lens. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah.
You've already gotten to work with hella collabs.
I wouldn't have been here. I would. My family wouldn't have moved.
In LA?
Yeah. None of that.
Brought him with him.
Well, I mean, he's still a Chicago kid. We Chicago kids. I still would have called you like, nigga, you here for BET,
for sure.
nigga, or
but
something?
You got to understand, like, well,
come pull up.
Our parents get older, I'd rather my mom bones get older with some sun than some cold. You know what I'm saying?
Straight
so it's
up.
just certain things that
Damn, say that.
It gives you options, man. That's people be like, man, what you want to do when you be old? I'm like, man, I want to be like my uncles with a little bit more money though. Like my uncles is the coolest, they the funniest. Man, they the flyest, like they just the coolest cats you want to talk to. But if I could be like them with more options in life, you ain't got to go to Jamaica, but we go to, just options, just one option.
It's just options, you know what I'm
options.
saying?
Like some people only stuck with one thing, and man, I think options are beautiful.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. You've gotten to collaborate with a lot of different artists.
Yeah.
Speaking of options, if you could collaborate with anybody, past or present, who would it be?
Let me see. For sure, I would love to do something with Sam Cooke.
I didn't expect that
at all.
Yeah, Sam Cooke is like, throughout the history of music, you don't have too many male tones that could even compete with Sam Cooke, bro. They don't even compete with his tone, let alone what he do with it.
Right.
I worked with Ron Isley one time, and I was like, maybe about 2 years ago, I said, anytime I'm around older people that I admire, nigga, have them questions ready. If it's just two. Don't kill their time, but just like a real one though. Like get that real question off. Like, so I was like, Mr. Isley, like, back, was there any songs that came out that you wish was yours? That you was like, I would have killed that motherfucker. Like, I was talking to him like that. I was like, y'all have killed that motherfucker. He's like, oh man. He said, anything Sam Cooke.
Straight up.
He said, anything Sam Cooke.
And you went back and listened to that whole catalog.
And I was like, damn, that's what Sam Cooke was, the la da da da. That's Sam Cooke, bro. A lot of things that we admire from Mr. Isley that he perfected and kind of like owned in his time was inspired from the one and only.
Now I'm finna play because I don't.
Bro, Sam Cooke gonna make you feel like you want to put on a black suit with a white shirt and a thin black tie and walk your walk. Like, he cold with it. He make it sound like it's a movie soundtrack. You know what I'm saying?
And go to Miami on fight night.
Oh, Sam Cooke was that guy.
With the motherfucker just over the shoulders.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Big square MJ shoulders.
Yeah. I would work with Biggie for sure.
Big.
Yeah, for sure. Something about Big Flow and just how I'm like more of a cool cat. I would have loved to do a record with Biggie, Bob Marley, Lil Dragon, L. Michaels Affair, Cole. I love to work with CeeLo too.
Man.
The Green himself.
Hey,
shout out to CeeLo Green.
Get that done. That's my dog.
Yeah, that man's so creative, man. That like he's wow.
Hey, Lo.
He a beast, man.
Hey, Lo.
That's his nickname.
I still don't understand how he wrote bodies like that. How he write bodies like that. The song bodies, y'all. Look at how creatively.
That's wild, because I was listening to that on the way here.
He a beast, man.
I can't hear it in my head right now.
It's on Lady Killer, right?
The wine is white and the lights are dim. She warned you don't go home with him. Your guilty feet will never dance again.
What you mean about how you wrote it? He came in on a different. He came in on a different.
It's almost like you gotta read. You gotta listen to it to hear his perspective of singing the song.
Oh, you just mean like where he coming from?
They say the chivalry is dead. Why's a body in my bed? At sunrise, the morning paper's read. They found a body in my bed. And then the music go back to some gangster shit like that. You're like,
yeah.
So
it's a lot of horn.
The music helps enhance how gangster his perspective is.
Like how he came on it.
Yes.
That whole album feels real like Joker-esque. Like he don't give a fuck about feeling. But I'm saying but it's different though. It's kind of like dark. Like it's this one's it's more, but no, it's like that death is love thing. Like he's talking about killing people.
Like Shakespeare.
He killed the pussy in the song.
Yeah,
that's what
it's like Shakespeare though. Like
there you go. Yeah. But I'm saying it's still kind of. It's kind of dark.
I always took that. That's how I dealt with CeeLo's.
His whole get up.
Like when he was talking about the monsters under the bed and all this other stuff. Like I get it. What he was saying the whole time. The monsters. Like, he's talking about Shakespeare. Like, I'm trying to keep this shit. Tucked. I'm really not trying to let this come out, but the boogeyman is here.
Yeah.
Like I am the boogeyman.
Because it's him, right?
I'm the boogeyman.
Hey, y'all, the coldest songs got some of the coldest perspectives.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
For me.
And we don't really notice that because we love the song so much, but if we actually take that step to the side, we be like, wow, this.
No, for me, now that I'm older though, that's what I always look for now, especially in R&B songs. Like intent and like he said, like just the content and what they talking about, right? Like that usually
that's what puts the nostalgia on
it.
Talk about
Can I use the bathroom real quick?
Go ahead. I don't think we ever had a bathroom break. This is the first time.
Bathroom break.
I love this.
Yeah.
Can we get a bathroom break? That nigga drink water. This nigga drink water. Let's riff. Let's riff. Let's riff. Keep the cameras fucking rolling. Yeah, fuck it. I can't imagine the type of pressure he got to wash his hands right now.
What, he thinking he's taking too long?
Yeah, like that feeling of like, man, hurry up, damn. Like, is he in there like that, or is he in there like Gilbert Arenas, where it's just like,
I don't care.
Or it could be the Rick Ross where they just forget and walk off set.
Gilbert doing that. If he say something to me, I'm gonna say something way worse.
What if he Rick Ross and just pick up a call and dip?
We go Rick after
Ross,
him.
Rick Ross got up during the 85 South show and just dipped. He didn't know he did it. He got up.
Wait, what?
He got up. He had to use the bathroom. He said after he used the bathroom, he walked out the bathroom, went over there and started hitting the clip of his blunt. He was hitting the clip of his blunt.
And forgot
Somebody
why he
called
was there.
him. He had no clue what he was doing. He said he just got in the car and dipped. He said once I already started driving, I was gone. He just hopped in the car. Oh man, it's the funniest shit ever. They was so confused. They was like, what? It was awesome.
I remember somebody else that I want to work with.
Who that?
No ID, Dion.
Oh yeah.
I want to do a whole album with Dion, bro.
A whole album?
I would love to do a whole album with No ID, bro.
Hey, you heard it here first.
Like
on Amongst Men with Uninterrupted.
On some like the realest raw samples that like you don't really get to hear singers like body real songs on anymore.
A lot of riffs.
I think that'd be crazy.
A lot of third verse. No, third
the
verse.
Perfect features on it. If no features needed, we don't got it.
That third verse hook. I mean, that third hook or chorus.
Yeah. Where you take it there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 90s way. The 90s way. Yeah.
You can't copy and paste. Don't copy and paste this man hook 3 times. You can do it on the second time. Yeah. That third time, he gonna go.
Yeah, I know Dion to challenge me, but also give me the sound that I want and what like I always wanted to do an album with full of the perfect like samples, but in the most like way. Like why did y'all do? Yeah, I wanted to be like, why did y'all do this?
Like, what was y'all on?
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck is y'all on doing that? What y'all got? Where y'all do this at?
Yeah, and too like being in a position that I'm in as far as my career, I would love a custom auto. You know what I'm saying? Like what Tyson, the guy that raised Tyson boxing wise, I would love to have or be coached by like a Phil Jackson. Like, and it's like I would love to have that type of
mentorship,
overseer and mentorship, big homie, like via the album. Like I would love to see what that create. That should be crazy.
I love that.
Yeah.
Talk about singing with RT Dub. How'd that come apart?
With who?
RTW.
You signing with him?
Huh?
You signed with RTW, right?
I was when you said RTW, you said I thought it was like a group. The way you said, I was like, who did I do that?
Oh my
That's
bad.
the Japanese group that I work with.
I was like, nigga, I'm like, hold on.
Nah.
You know what? I said singing.
Yeah,
I said singing because we've been talking about singing.
Oh yeah,
like,
it said signing.
Yeah, I said singing. My bad. My bad.
The G's.
I said I said singing. I'm like, what? When he got me, I'm like, nigga. You with them?
I have done music.
Nigga, you with them?
I have done music with other people, so like no, but Yeti Beats is.
Oh, you thought it was an abbreviation to like a new artist?
I was like, who was that? Like 2 years ago. Maybe it's that group from China.
Rule the world.
What? But Yeti Beats is an incredible producer. He's responsible for a lot of artists like Doja Cat and a few others that he's very hands-on with. And a friend introduced us some years back. Me and Yeti did one song, kind of soulful joint. We liked the record, but we didn't do anything with it. Excuse me. He always wanted to use an incredible voice and incredible talent to do a soul album, which he's very, he's more famous for more or less pop style music. But we went to Memphis and we recorded an album with the Indications and Charlie Burrell at Al Green Studio, Royal Studios.
That's fire.
It was like recording in a museum, for real. The same thing from Love and Happiness with that. Yeah, that's a Coca-Cola case from back in the day, like the 60s, that they turned upside down and tapped a dress shoe on top of that motherfucker and mic'd it.
Oh, okay. I was finna say, it sounded like a shoe.
But that same box is in the corner, though. It ain't a new one. It ain't the cousin of. It's the same one from the algorithm. It's sitting over there in the corner.
Where at?
In Memphis. It's in the projects too, bro. Like right across the street. They sit on the porch, babies with the diapers, running around.
I could go see it
right now. Yes, sir.
It's in a museum, you said?
No, it's like a museum. I feel like we recorded in a museum because everything was still original.
It's just an old studio.
Yeah, it's Al Green's studio. It's where he recorded all of his hits. Yeah.
How much is it out?
I'll give you the number.
Yeah.
I'll link you up with Boo, man. Boo gonna get you together.
Yeah, give me the right, man. Mitchell, I really just wanna hear that drum. Bro, that's like my favorite sound in the world. The organ,
the drums, everything is the original. The walls is still the same. I mean, bro, that place got so much history in it. And,
ever since that song, though, that anything that got that build up, that
bro, you gonna be able to tap it with your foot when you go in there.
Bro, I like stuff that start like that. Like stuff gotta start like. And then
magnetic.
make it just make it feel like, what is that? Why I don't know it? Why I don't know it? Anytime something just keep doing that, or that New Jersey house sound, that you know what I'm saying? Like it's something about it that make me be like, why I don't know this already? Like why? And it make it so.
It brings
easy
it familiar, but not so familiar. But you gotta learn it.
Straight up.
Gotcha.
Stand on that. 85% of your new album, Gravy. What's your creative process like?
We did like 17 songs in 5 days in Memphis. Damn. Yeah.
You did everything out of that.
We finished it in Los Angeles, but the majority of it was done there. The skeletons, the muscles, the bones, the skin, the eyeballs. It was pretty much formed. We kind of like
It's just for like the
magnified it. Yeah. We
better recording space, like better mic.
I think not even just that. The experience. The escape from LA, recording with people I've never recorded with.
No, I meant like the finishing touches.
Yeah. Strings. We did strings there and strings in LA, strings and horns.
But is that because you left, or that's because it's like you have to? There's some stuff you like. I need a better studio. I need a bigger.
He trying to
find time.
No, I'm just asking because I'm like, it could have been like he could have knocked everything out there.
It was a number.
He knows sound quality. That's why.
It was a number of reasons. We wanted to definitely sit with what we created to make the best moves with it next, more or less than rushing it. Some people to help us take it to a next level. We're in different cities. Everybody come to LA, so it might catch him when he here for the awards. Just book the studio and knock it out. Just small nuances like that. But
logistics.
Yeah, but we did like 17 songs in like 5 days. Damn. For sure.
But you felt like your creative shit was just working.
Yeah, was that natural?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I make my best music not going home. Let me sleep on that couch over there. Let me take me a nap real quick.
You want it in the middle of the night?
Yeah, I wake up, play that certain part, play that bridge or that third. I'm gonna know exactly. I just zone in so much and so tight to it. Well, that's how some of my best music came. Like even for In My Mind, my first album when I was at Motown, I slept in that studio maybe 28 days out of 30. I left to do a few necessary things that I had to do as a man, but you know what I'm saying, once I came back, I slept there on that couch.
You made some of your best shit.
Yeah, bro, and when everybody left,
that album cold.
You had a crew people there, like maybe from noon to about 1, 2 at night, but my engineer always stayed with me from like 3 to about 7, 8, sometimes 9. That's where the magic happened. When everybody left. In your mind, when everybody sleep, niggas doing everything but doing what you doing, you feel like, oh, this is mine. I could do what I want. Like creatively, you feel like you can. Yeah, it's like you have the biggest crayon. Yeah, you have the biggest crayon and the biggest coloring book ever. Sometimes it feels like that. Almost how they say it's almost like shooting a golf ball in the basketball rim. Sometimes the feeling that you have when you're just in that place. That's kind of how those hours kind of have always been like fun, creative
hours. Whoever said that does not play basketball. It's not as easy.
Oh yeah,
I get it, but it's.
I get how they say it, but yeah.
They would have to. That's.
You want a better analogy?
I do. That's tough.
Hey, maybe you could help us with that because. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm like, now maybe if you hit that bitch with a stick and you good at golf, maybe it's better then. But if you go pick that little motherfucker up and try and shoot that little motherfucker into that big ass,
not gonna make it.
He ain't gonna do it.
It's probably go through the net before it go through the
bro.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna be able to tell, so it don't count.
Yeah.
For sure that. Let's talk lyricism. When we think lyricists, our minds are gonna take us to hip hop legends, right? Mm-hmm. As somebody that's singing, how do you implement bars? Because I feel like there's sometimes that you say some shit that sits with people. Like we talk about we talk about people saying shit like, yeah, a singer may say some shit that I want to say, or they say it in a voice inflection.
Yeah.
But to say stuff that'll make a motherfucker pause, or motherfucker be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Or make me feel like, damn, like, what do you mean by this? I'm reading lyrics and shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times the singer is self-explanatory. A lot of it is just use and him and her, so it relates to everybody. But I'm like, to go deep like that, what makes you say, yo, I'm finna give these people bars while I'm giving them octaves?
I think you got to be a walking bar to even have that mentality. You can't wake up one day and be like, I want to be a killer. No, you was either already a killer or you're not a killer. Yeah. So I think it has to be in you. The people I know that like incredible with lyrics, R&B wise, they listen to rap too, like a motherfucker.
You listen to a lot of rap?
Yep. Sometimes more than R&B, depending on my day.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep. I don't listen to a lot of new like R&B. I listen to more old than new. If it's somebody new that I fuck with, then or somebody new is introduced to me something that I like. Yeah, but
I don't
go diving down this new rabbit hole. Hell no.
It's scary. I've always thought of when I thought of like new artists, they don't sample each other. Like we sample people that like really like when I saw the older generation getting mad that people would sample, I'm like, bro, they bringing back a song that was 80 years old.
Think about this. Whoever complaining about somebody sampling, they ain't sampling your music. Cause the nigga that getting that check from being sampled of, he ain't complaining.
Right, he in support.
Think about that. That's somebody else at the table that ain't got the call like, hey, such want to sample your song.
Right.
Cause anything I've sampled, they ready to tell you exactly what they want of your shit. They know exactly what they gonna charge you. They have the numbers already ready. They know they been waiting for you to come. Yeah, open that door. Let them in here. Give them some water.
Copy.
Yeah, slide this piece of paper. Yeah,
give them some water.
Yeah, like imagine not having these songs like have a new face or a new introduction to a new. Hell yeah, you hear a guy by the name of Drake. You probably heard the song a couple times on the radio. You think your grandkids talk about him, but let that check come in. You like, yeah, I know Drake.
Oh, bro.
That's my partner.
Oh, bro, that's the homie. That's the homie. Call me personally.
So I think whoever, old school cat complaining
right.
about sampling, they not being sampled. That's not me being nasty, or that's just me just. Come on,
just knowing shit.
I'm not gonna let you sample my stuff, charge you, and complain about it.
But as an artist that's going now, like, would you take a record from an artist that's still going right now? Like how
if it's dope, yeah. Like I mean,
I've seen people do it on
LMA's Close. I redid LMA's Close with her permission. We put it out on the album. It wasn't no mixtape stuff. It was around the same time other artists were being ridiculed for doing it. Yeah, you pay homage, you pay respects. And I think you kick ass with it to allow them to see it in another light. And I like the way you portray my art too.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, I think it's always gratifying when it's done right.
Raw. That's what I was saying. I think. Yeah. That's what I was saying. What other R&B artists you feel like they got bars? Give me the top 5 R&B bar guys.
James Fauntleroy for sure. Who got bars that say shit that I
don't worry. You like 6 man that's in the 5, but
I'm just really trying.
That's what I'm saying.
I've never been asked this question.
6 that's in 5.
I've never been asked this question, so it's like it's really G for me to even have to think about this. James Fauntleroy, I think Harold Lilly as a writer, one of the coldest to ever do it, ever to me.
Copy.
I'm battling my head between 2 people.
Bro, if you need 6, you got it. If you need 6, you got it.
You got James, you got Harold, you got Jermaine Dupri writes some shit. I can't just pick
he
artists.
R&B though.
But the R&B he writes, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm really trying. Like I said, I've never been asked this question, so
That's crazy. So he
a lot of artists we know. Sometimes they don't write it.
Right.
Sometimes they don't write it. I just want to get a real, at least close to home, the credit as possible.
That's great. You like some of y'all just quiet.
The Dream.
Things.
The Dream.
Oh, bro.
Okay.
The Dream.
Okay. He is barred out.
I love that nigga, man. That nigga undeniable, bro. I can't stop listening to the first 2, 3. Come on, bro. Yeah, 4. Marvin Gaye. You didn't say Dead or Alive.
Man,
bars.
Yeah.
That's your fin. That's your fin.
I gotta go 6 though. I can't stop at the 5. I can't stop at the 5. My neighborhood would like me. I gotta go to 6th block. Let me see. I owe you one more. Babyface.
I give you that one.
That one.
Bro, when you get the simple bars,
at least I know some Babyface.
Listen, when you get the simple bars,
not Babyface Ray for you.
That go
niggas.
forever. Like simple songs that last forever. When can I see you again? Like all that, bro. Who can write?
You can't even sing along with a nigga like this. Boy, I'm not a good background singer.
It's other guys that are probably in the penitentiary and stuff like that really had musical talents that were like can be unmatched.
Real tough.
Can be unmatched. Just from the same city that I'm from. God bless his heart.
Bro.
And those affected.
Bro.
I ain't laugh. It's no joke. It's no joke.
We hear you love to cook.
Yeah, for sure.
What you trying to make for the cookout?
What's the theme of the cookout?
Nigga,
just so I can match the vibe.
I'm coming to your
cookout. You coming to my cookout? What y'all don't eat?
Nah, what you cooking?
Now, what y'all don't eat?
I
want all this to be gone. I don't want too many leftovers.
Our father, we don't give us anything. We just don't eat like tomatoes and like guacamole, niggas.
Say less. We definitely going with the mac and cheese.
Oh yeah,
we gotta have that.
We heard about it.
In Chicago, we have a little spaghetti for the side for barbecue too.
You know it, okay.
A fat potato salad, but somebody mama had to make it that we all trust.
Real tough.
I know what my mama do, so you know.
I low key might mix the mac and cheese into my spaghetti too if it's good enough.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my thing. Damn, that's crazy. You never did that. Yeah, that's what I used to be on. Mac and cheese and spaghetti.
Yeah,
this is the same thing. No, this is cookout spaghetti. It's already mixed.
But I'm saying it's the same thing as like taking like when you got eggs, rice,
you ain't
and
doing
like
but
grits.
you making like cheese. It's almost like people put chili and macaroni and cheese together and have chili mac. It's fire.
Chili mac, spaghetti mac.
On paper, I get it. But
you probably got it when you taste it. You be like, I get it.
We macking together.
That cheese change everything, bro. Yeah, it's just gonna change everything. That cheese change everything, bro.
That's what somebody said.
You gotta use the extra sharp. You can't just use sharp. You gotta use the extra sharp. G. If you don't use the extra sharp, you tripping. And if you don't grade your cheese, you tripping. You gotta grade your cheese. It's more moist that way. You feel me?
No, you do gotta grade.
When you grade it, the cheese is still moist. Yeah, it's
more moist that way. Oh God, you're right.
Okay, what else we got?
That little white powder stuff.
What's our protein?
The shredded cheese already. Oh man, we going Mama's chicken links off Slauson.
Okay.
Just to kind of save us, we ain't gotta do pork. But I gotta have some rib tips from barbecue.
You know it. We over there.
Yep.
We there.
We gonna have a couple steaks, burgers handmade for sure.
You know it.
We gonna definitely put the egg in there so the burger stay moist on that grill. You understand? I might even do some pork belly too. You know what I'm saying? Because I like those small things that kind of like just turn it up a little bit. All them sides I said, have my mama make the rolls.
And we good.
Yeah, you know about the yeast rolls, not biscuits. The yeast rolls. Yeast rolls. Oh yeah. Y'all look that up. Man. Y'all gotta look up the yeast rolls. It's the self-rise, the ones that rise. Oh yeah, bro. You gotta understand. They're probably the best fluffy rolls, airy,
anything
buttery
like that.
Oh yeah.
Nope. Never seen it.
Yeah, that's what you got to catch up with.
I like the nice little biscuits. They could do the nice little morning biscuits that we had that break into threes. Give me
like
them.
This. You know what the yeast roll is like?
Break into threes.
I got.
Wake up in the morning, take that right up.
Yeah, you talking about the Hungry Jacks. Look, I got the perfect example for you.
The Hungry Jack.
Yeah, the Hungry Jack biscuits. Remember back in the day? That's when you be at your grandma's house and you get some white rice, some eggs, some Hungry Jack biscuits, some brown and served sausages. You on for the whole morning.
Oh, bro, they pop open, dog. I used to wait for that little.
Check it out, bro. You know those
something for the kids.
The little mini joints that Chick-fil-A sell in the morning.
Oh, the little chiclets. What's they called?
That bread is like close to what yeast rolls is. It's the closest thing I kind of say.
So he basically just slid that in about you been eating yeast rolls the whole time, my nigga. Like,
yeah, we just don't be knowing what they call.
Different. Yeah, you swear you different.
I definitely might have to do a yam though. Some yams.
Nigga, invite me to the cookout. I don't care if the Bloods and the Crips cross the street. That's cool. We'll still come eat. We ain't.
I don't live over there. I don't live over there no more. But nah,
we don't care. We don't care. We can eat our. We'll eat our play right there in front of the car.
What's crazy?
I'll join in.
When I lived over there, I used to eat right there on the porch.
Right, that nigga wear red. I wear blue. Shit, fuck it. Like you wear red, I wear blue. We'll stand across the street from each other. Fuck it.
He didn't do that.
The funniest part was the funniest part.
We got to fight. It's just us.
Seeing their face when you say I'm from Chicago. Seeing their face when you from Chicago. When they be like, where you from, homie? You like, I'm from Chicago. He be like, he gotta swallow that.
He's like, I ain't gonna mess with him. That nigga might be out of there.
He's just like, I ain't your op.
Right.
You get no points for whatever you thought you was about to. You get no points.
Yeah, that's how I feel. You get no points. I don't know what it means. I'm not from there.
When I got to Atlanta, they was doing that. They was like, what zone you is, nigga? What hood you? I'm like, I'm not from here.
Right. Neither.
Not at all. Like
neither.
They like, why you? What that socks hat about? From Chicago. Like,
yeah, I'm a real actual.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, these are all the hats I see at home.
Yeah.
We don't even see the other hats.
That's crazy.
Now you do though.
I never would have think that. Like in Atlanta, I've never like been approached in any type of.
Oh yeah, when I used to hang with my teammates. My teammates, a couple of them from the east side, a couple of them from the west side. We go get our haircuts and stuff. So a lot of times, like if I'm waiting to get a haircut, they used to tell me not to, but I'm like, bro, I kind of don't like just standing in one spot and shit. Like I like to see where I'm at. I want to see if this chicken spot good. I always find the chicken spots. Always gonna find a little, convenience store, whatever, so I can feel comfortable around that motherfucker and I know who around. But as I was walking around, they definitely was asking me, like, because they could tell, like, you just looking around too much, bro. Like, what you doing? And I'm just like, bro, I'm cool. If I'm going to be over here. If I'm going to be over here, though, at least let me know what's going on, G. Like, they was on some nervous shit, I felt like. Well, they just coming in there just.
When you move scared, you look more like the enemy than anything. So you got to be fearless. If you going to do it, bro. Just like.
And they could tell off jump. Within the first sentence, mine could tell, like, y'all not from here. They definitely could tell. They be like, you be like, huh? Like, as soon as you even check it, like, because they be thinking you finna be nervous, and it's like, even that behavior. Like, when I first got the LA behavior, and we're like, it's definitely like I ain't gonna lie.
The elbows.
Hey, if y'all ever see a Chicago nigga overreact to an LA nigga, please don't overdo it to that nigga, because y'all don't realize it, but that shit look funny to us, nigga. Like, it do. Like, no disrespect, you niggas is probably as tough as they come.
Have you ever done the infamous LA run? Remember back in the day, you used to run like this?
Oh, the raise up jump? I don't know what that
was the best run to do, man.
They be like, yes, they like creep and like lean.
I'm Alina's cousin, partner.
Yeah, what's up? Like, they be like leaning, like, it's like a thing.
You saw niggas running like that?
I swear for God.
I'd be on the porch crying, laughing.
Bro, you gotta see the runs. The old West Coast movie got the perfect West Coast run, bro. You gotta see the old West Coast movie. It's like the perfect run ever.
But it's the Paul Pierce shit though. They definitely do that. They'll be like, hey, like, and they'll stand over you with the shit, and you be like, for a moment, you be like, oh, this is
he for real.
I believe this. Yeah, like, oh shit, like y'all finna whoop me out,
straighten up.
And then you say it like, well, I'm not from here, bro. Like, and they be salty because they just be like, damn,
it's nothing they could do with that aggression.
Yeah, I can't even I can't mess this nigga up. He has no clue what I'm talking about.
How you go from 90 back to 10, and I don't know, but you gotta figure it out.
After a while, they just be like, nah, that's cool. That nigga live around the corner. Like,
what's crazy is, bro, even when I lived over there on 64th, like after a while, even going to the studio later to get blunts or whatever the case I was on, somehow they be like, hey, you the homie that do music, huh?
Community
so
shit.
It's a different conversation.
That's
right. It's not like you the enemy. They understand you. They know you ain't here for nothing that you ain't supposed to be here for. Sure. And these niggas want to find out if they can really rap. So it all balances itself out, long as you like not moving like.
That's definitely still some sort of sense of home though. Cause back home people don't understand. They be like, excuse me, people come home with me and they'll be like, bro, y'all just nigga, you NBA now, you can't just walk. I'm like, bro, you gotta understand, like there's a sense of community when I get around home. Like I know people. Like you get what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I know he won't do nothing to me because I know where his granny, his aunties, all of them, they right there. They been there for years, bro. Like his brother went to school with my brother. Like, that nigga's not gonna bother me like that. Like, and he gonna look out. Like, even if he don't like me secretly, he still gonna look out for me. He ain't gonna let nobody run in my crib. Like, we been over here. Like, and it's that feeling of community that gotta feel good, whether niggas is being gangster or not. They like, nigga, that nigga live right there. He do music. He don't bother nobody.
Yeah. When they understand you, it's hard for them to make up something and
real talk.
They gotta see you a couple times. So.
Yeah, I know for sure. And you gotta be fearless when they see you, just in case if they go the opposite way, you came for a lemonade, but you gotta still make it back to that car by any means. I gotta make it back to that car by any means. G, I'm sorry.
There you go. As soon as that car come out, they be like, yeah, that nigga ain't from here. Somebody the other day. Somebody told me the other day, I told somebody to merch something, and they was like, what? I was like, my bad, bro. My bad. Talking to these, keep talking to Bria.
I thought I was home.
Yeah, real talk.
I was home.
Real talk.
Looking at the street. What street is that?
Talk.
Chicago definitely make a lot of language that I think the world use that don't even know it originated at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. Yeah. Chicago motherfucker could have a conversation with you dead in front of you. You don't have you been lost.
Saying? Yeah, you don't even know what he's saying.
Been lost. They put a whole play together.
Hey Joe, y'all about to go to the demonstration?
Oh, bro, y'all finna go do it? Yeah. All right, let me know. Shit, I'm low. Fast feet up out of here. Y'all do something. Let me know. For me, what? What?
We about to go woo-wop the
Oh, bro.
Got the West Coast run.
Bro. Nigga walk in. Where you from?
BJ, before we let you out of here, man.
What's up with it?
We like to ask all of our guests.
All right.
What are you working on improving in your personal life right now?
Wow.
Man, being the man that I want to be. Somebody told me the other day, it was like, it ain't a competition. How your dad was, how your parents was to you versus you with your kids, or it ain't a competition, bro. Life is already set up for you to provide in a better way and you to have, a better, just be and work on that be every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's why I just want to be better every day, man. Even through my mistakes, man. I'm definitely far from perfect, but responsibility is like huge for me. Accountability is big for me too. Not just with myself, with others that deal with me too. Man, I'm loving life right now, man. I can't be mad.
Awesome.
I really am. My smile genuine. My family's still here. My loved one's still around. I'm enjoying it.
Liking how you rocking.
Yeah.
Oh God, let me know. Before you go, anything else you want to promote coming up?
Drop.
Tours, drops.
Oh man, we will be touring soon. We ain't got no dates lined up for y'all for me to tell y'all nothing too soon yet, but Gravy on the way.
Great.
It's called Gravy because it's the new shit.
Yeah.
It smothers, it covers, goddamn it's flavor.
Oh bro.
Gravy is the reason why you dress the way you dress, why you talk to who you talk to, why you drive what you drive, why you want what you want, why you like what you like. It's just the new shit. It's unapologetically what it is. It don't need permission. And I think the people that already live by that is like already a part of this little Gravy community. So you know what I'm saying? It's that shit, man.
Dope.
Yeah.
Go get that.
Yo.
Let people know where they can follow you in your career.
BJ the Chicago Kid. No numbers is letters, no ebonics, no none of that. Just simply BJ the Chicago Kid on all social media platforms.
All platforms? Yeah. YouTube as well?
Yeah. It's some stuff in there. Y'all
check his YouTube.
Damn, boy, ain't nobody squat on your shit.
Nah, man.
Ain't nobody take his hand. He got all his shit. BJ Chicago Kid straight through, man.
I think I'm about to start having a lot more fun, giving a little bit more personality. I'm trying to figure out how to do my cooking show and things like that.
You got a cooking show?
I want to cook with my mom, but she's an older Southern woman, so I gotta explain that how so she could come in, because I think the way that I learned how to cook was such a incredible way. I would just love to show people and show my mom also how like I take things from then and flip it, like tradition versus the new flavor that still doesn't lose the integrity of the old dish. Just stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I would just love to like have some more fun with my mom outside of what we just naturally do, like,
that's dope.
With the people.
That's dope.
I hate she got an Instagram though. I hate it.
I think our mother got one too.
Yeah, she got one.
I didn't know if it was real or not because you tagged it in a story and I went to it and it seemed eggy.
Because she ain't supposed to be on there.
It seems
Sorry,
like
she ain't supposed to be on there.
Supposed to be on there.
Yeah, I ain't mad at her wanting to see what's going on, but I'm like, I don't like everybody having access to my mama. My mama's my mama.
No, I feel it.
That's just me being a stingy son, but nah, I love it. That's my world, man. That's my baby.
I feel it. Yeah. As always, man, thank you for rocking with us on Iman Amongst Men. I am Iman Shumpert.
And I'm Ari Shumpert.
Thank you to our guest, BJ the Chicago Kid.
Give it up.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
One time, man. It's crib against everybody. Make sure you rate. Make sure you rate 5 stars, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast.
And to view the full video episodes, you're going to head over to Uninterrupted's YouTube channel and click subscribe.
And until next time, y'all, we are gone.
My boy.
Oh, bro. Hey, man. Still at my boy.